3 reasons why intermittent fasting is going to catapult not just your weight loss goals, but your mental health and well-being and spirituality. It will connect you to your higher self to give you that guidance when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling depleted, undervalued, and just not feeling your best. Stay tuned, because I've got 3 incredible reasons why intermittent fasting is for you, not just raw vegans. Hi, my name is Toni. If you're new here, welcome to Rawlicious You, where we talk about raw vegan, not just for weight loss, but for empowerment, for creating not just the body, but life you truly do deserve. I am going to break down why intermittent fasting is freaking incredible. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why, but I just want to share with you what is intermittent fasting. If you're not too sure what it is, you may be heard of it thrown out there, especially as it's trending. It's been trending for years, and rightly so, because it is absolutely incredible. I've been personally intermittent fasting for the past 7 years or so now, and I freaking love it. What is intermittent fasting? It's just eating in a set period of time. It's not necessarily changing your diet as such, this actual method. However, I highly recommend a raw vegan diet, but it's actually changing the times of you eating. Now, most people, and I thought I'll share on a little, I want a whiteboard really, but I'll share where most people eat. Generally, people eat from 7 a.m. right up until about 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So generally we start to eat from early in the morning, 7, right up until about 9 p.m. And we consistently eat. We've always been told to eat 3 meals a day and snacks in between. Oh my goodness. What intermittent fasting is about is shortening this gap and eating in smaller eating windows. You do have more sustainable eating windows, which I recommend to my clients because it is sustainable. The 16-8 or 18-6 method, which is the 18-6 is fasting for 18 hours and eating in a 6-hour window, or 16 hours fasting, 8-hour eating window. You do have your 1 meal a day, and that can range from 1 to 4 hours. So some eat just in a 1-hour eating window, they fast for 23 hours or even 24 hours. Some even eat in a 4-hour, so fasting 20 hours, eating in a 4-hour window, and eating generally 1 to 2 meals in that short eating window. Then there's your alternative days. That's very popular as well. So you eat normal for 1 day, or your normal routine, and then you fast the next day. You don't eat for 24 hours. There's varying degrees of intermittent fasting. I find the most sustainable one is the 16-8, 18-6 method. Ovel Douglas practices the 1 meal a day, eating in a 1-hour window. Check him out. He's a fruitarian. He's thriving. He looks incredible. But I do believe for most, they struggle, and maybe it takes some time to get to that perhaps. But if you're eating a raw vegan diet, I do believe the 18-6, 16-8 method is just as good. So my story of coming about intermittent fasting is because when I was eating vegan, I wasn't always eating that well. I was still using food to numb and suppress. So intermittent fasting allows you to experience the fasting benefits whilst also eating the gourmet vegan foods, the mock meats, etc. So I tried it out. I tried the 1 meal a day. I've tried all different alternative days, and I found the most sustainable and the one that I'd still see as much benefits is the 18-6, the 16-8 method. The main reasons why is not just for allowing the digestive system to take a rest, because we're constantly bombarded. When we're eating all day, every day, we are constantly spiking our insulin levels. So you're constantly getting those ups and downs, especially with the standard diet. You're constantly getting the rises in insulin. And I wanted to shorten that gap and not have that high energy, low energy. So that lessened the gap of being up and down, and my digestion loved me back for it, so that I'm not constantly focusing on eating. It's also a distraction. I wanted to be more productive and have that clarity because I've seen the fasting benefits. So it makes complete sense to fast and then have intermittent eating. So I get the benefits of everything. So eating and fasting daily. And it's sustainable because it's consistent. And that's what all success to get results is about: consistency. My productivity is through the roof when I practice intermittent fasting. I don't like to eat in the morning anymore. I was always conditioned to make sure you break your fast as early as you can with a high density, nutrient dense meal, when it's further from the truth. It's all about elimination for healing our traumas, our wounds, physically, mentally. It's all in the fasting, eliminating the gut. And this is what this channel is about releasing waste, all those memories that hold on to your addictions. So if we can benefit from the fasting, then I encourage the intermittent fasting. I love the productivity, the clarity that I receive from it. So the mornings I don't think about food. I get so much done. I have a morning routine. I do all my rituals, my work, my exercise, all in the morning. The bulk of my work is all in the morning. And then I break it with a hydrating fruit juice, smoothie. Generally, I'm eating 2 meals a day with some things in between as well. So the benefits, number 1 is the health side. So when I was talking about the digestion, if you are backed up, which most people are, if you're struggling, struggling to go to the toilet, you're constipated, then this is going to encourage bowel movement. It's great for anti-aging because the autophagy, getting rid of old cells. In fasting, your body is able to release the toxin, those old cells, and replenish, flushes out, regenerates the cells, regenerates the body. You have robust cells making you feel and look stronger. It will keep you lean and slim. Yes, it does, because in the fasting is where the human growth hormone is released. So if you want to get lean faster with consistency all year round, leanness, slim, then fasting is going to help you release the human growth hormone. Bodybuilders inject this fake synthetic version. Instead, we can release it naturally. Generally after 15 to 16 hours is released. So to maximize it, definitely use the 16-hour method. It really does eat up the body fat that you have. And like I said about the spike, every time we are eating any foods that we eat, we always get a spike of insulin. With intermittent fasting, it keeps it balancing rather than the highs and lows. So that's another reason which is going to help with not getting pre-diabetes or even diabetes. Number 2, like I said in my story about the mental side of it, the mental health, my goodness, when you are not always thinking about food and eating, you get so much done. In fasting, you're going to get a deeper connection to your higher self, so you're going to get those downloads much easier than when because food suppresses us, numbs us, allows us to escape what we really when all the answers are within and we can catch ourselves and have this awareness. Our meditative practice is much deeper. We're more focused when we are not eating. When we allow ourselves time for not considering food, we can get so much more done and focus on what's more important, such as our vision, our purpose. You're going to get time back. Number 3 is the spirituality side. Because we're getting a deeper connection with the meditative practice, we are going to get those answers that we are seeking. Everything that we want to create, want to bring about is all within, and this allows us to slow down and really bring forward our deeper intuition without the distractions, the lower vibrational foods. We can start to tap into our spiritual guides. I know for some it's quite woo-woo this, but when you go on this path, especially combining this with pretty much a fully raw vegan diet, you're going to get that psychedelic experience and connection to the environment, to yourself and to others, and more understanding, appreciative. You're going to feel more connected rather than disconnected and lonely. Because I know on this path of spirituality, it can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. When you feel that you've got your spiritual guides, you know that you are safe. So for me, doing intermittent fasting with the raw foods really heightens spiritual practice. It's something that I highly recommend you try and develop. It has so much more than I can share in a video. Research more. If you've got any questions, if you want me to delve deeper into intermittent fasting, ask the questions, comment below. If you're just starting out, then I highly recommend just taking 1 hour off what you're currently doing. So assess where you're at now. If you're eating between 7 or 8 up until 8 or 9 p.m, then just take off an hour, cut that eating window. We can do this steadily and you'll see the benefits very quickly. And over time, maybe a week or 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, start reducing the eating window. I personally prefer between 10, usually 10 and 12 is when I eat, and I stop eating between 4 and 6 p.m. I prefer at least 4 hours before bed where I stop eating because I feel heavy. I know my digestion is not on point when I eat late, and I feel more hungry and tired the next morning if I eat late and I only have heavy foods. So I highly encourage you to stop eating 3 to 4 hours before bed. You don't have to be dogmatic about this, but give yourself a little bit of discipline on the times that you are eating, because you're going to reap the rewards, the benefits of what intermittent fasting offers. If you've got any more questions just on intermittent fasting, then do comment down below. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, also turn on the bell notification, not only to support this channel, but also to get notified when my next videos are, because all I want for you is to thrive. If you want support on this journey, you want more in-depth, you want to work closely with me, I have a one-on-one program, and I also have my low-ticket membership, which is all on my website. The one-on-ones you can message me privately, but all my membership and my free ebook is on my website, rawliciousYou.com. Check that out. I'm also on TikTok. Come and check me out on there, and Instagram. So be, feel, and stay rawlicious.